What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Catherine Full Body Edition has been announced for the PlayStation 4 and the PS Vita. A third Catherine makes her debut as well. So Atlus has announced Catherine Full Body for the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita. It is developed by Studio Zero, the studio led by Persona 5 director Katsura Hashino. Catherine is an action puzzle game released for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in 2011. It follows the story of Vincent, a 32-year-old man who cheats on his fiancée, Catherine, with a woman named Catherine, and one of them is spelled with a K, the other one is spelled with a C, and is desperately trying to survive while suffering from nightmares that come from as a result of his actions. Now, Catherine Full Body will feature a third Catherine whose personality and aura seem to be quite different from the previous two, as well as new scenes with Catherine and Catherine, two different Catherines with K and a C. Now, there is a December 21st issue of Weekly Famitsu that will have the exclusive first report on Catherine Full Body, including a profile of the third Catherine, an interview with the developers, and a front cover illustrated by Shigenori Sojima. Famitsu.com has already shared two screenshots from the game, the first of which show the third Catherine and the second a new scene with the original Catherine as well. Now, Atlus will also host a Nico Nico live stream on December 22nd at 19:30 JST titled From the Traditional RPG to Full Body, Studio Zero Broadcast 2017. The broadcast will feature deep discussion and audacious talk between Atlus staff, as well as the worldwide trailer for the debut of Catherine Full Body. The schedule is as follows: 19:30 JST live drawing with the Atlus artwork team, and then at 20 JST the main program begins. Atlus is also asking viewers to send their nightmare-like incidents on Twitter with a hashtag, a bunch of Japanese symbols, in commemoration of Catherine Full Body announcement. In addition to Catherine Full Body, Studio Zero is also working on a fantasy RPG, which is referenced in the title of the December 22nd live stream, codenamed Project Red Fantasy or Project RE Fantasy. And shout outs to Gamatsu for the article here. So let's go ahead and go over this, because I do feel that this Catherine announcement, as far as what it is, it seems like a pretty good remaster when it comes to things. Although I'm questioning exactly when did they start developing this, and why did they decide to pick the PS Vita over the Nintendo Switch if that was the case. Now, they probably started working on it a while back, and even though it's a remaster, Atlus likes to sometimes take their times, even with the smallest of remasters. Like on the Nintendo 3DS, they were remastering DS games, and apparently those were in development for well more than like a year as far as just remasters go. So Atlus does like to take their time with some of them, especially if they're going to be adding content, they're going to be doing voiceovers. It's probably going to take a little bit. So maybe the Switch wasn't in the picture, but once again, you have this PlayStation 4 and you have this PS Vita dynamic. I don't know if there's even going to be any type of cross-play or cross-save, probably, but once again, the Nintendo Switch eliminates that need, because I think this would be kind of cool playing portably. That would be the only way that I would play this game at all, because I'm not big into puzzle platforming games, but at the same time, I might try it out. Now, I don't have a PS Vita to do so. I'm definitely not going to buy it for that. So if it does come to the Switch later down the line, maybe I'll pick it up. But either way, for fans of the game, because there are a lot of cult fans of this game, I know my buddy Andre played it all the time in college. He hated it, but he still played it for some reason. And I think maybe because of the interesting dynamic of the story with Catherine, but we'll see what goes on with this as far as the future. But overall, it looks like PS4, PS Vita for right now, and it's still looking like a pretty good remaster since they're adding in extra content and everything. So what do you guys think about this Catherine Full Body announcement? I'm not sure how many of you guys even care or even played the game back in the day. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, WWE 2K18 Nintendo Switch update is available. So WWE 2K18 has received its first post-launch update because, well, things didn't go quite so well for this game at launch on the Nintendo Switch, but all platforms in general. It's not a very solid game. So now we're hearing reports as far as this update and what's going on with it. Now, in terms of the patch, 2K hasn't detailed anything at this point, but some players have reported that WWE 2K18's loading screens have been decreased, so faster loading, and on top of that, performance could have been improved. I didn't really cover WWE 2K18 because I don't really care about WWE 2K18. To be honest, it's just one of these yearly wrestling, yearly sports games that always come out, and to me, it seems like there's always issues, yet this game being a yearly release, it's like, how do you have issues from 2017 to 2018? It's the same game. They add some extra engine updates and physics. I'm not part of like the team, so I know there's more to it than that, but I mean, if you need to take a little bit more time, then take a little bit more time. I don't see what the rush is for a wrestling game every single year as if it's like Madden or something like that. I don't even see the rush is for Madden and all that. So I would really hope that next time that they really just make sure they shore up the releases before they put it out there. And if it needs to be delayed, then delay it a little bit more than what it needs to be. I mean, to me, there's no rush to get this type of game out on the Switch as far as what they did. But hey, they did it. It's probably for budget concerns and reasons, obviously. So what do you guys think about the WWE 2K18 patch? Have any of you guys been playing it? Does it make the performance better? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and we've got some big news when it comes to Square Enix's Project Octopath Traveler for the Nintendo Switch. And yes, they have wrapped up the music recording for the game, plus there's a brand new video on that, and we're definitely going to get into the ramifications of the music being complete. So let's go ahead and get into the article first. So Square Enix has provided an update for Project Octopath Traveler, revealing that the team has wrapped up the music recording. The news was accompanied by a brand new video, which I might or might not be playing based on copyrights as far as what Square Enix likes to do. They're sneaky sometimes. They're pretty cool, and they talk about being, oh yeah, no issues there, then all of a sudden the copyright will come out of nowhere, especially with Project Octopath, because that's happened to me before. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this here. So what are the ramifications of this? And I've talked about this with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Nobody was believing me. All the big Nintendo sites, all the big sites were saying Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's no way it makes 2017. It's going to get delayed. But we heard about the music wrapping up pretty much summertime, and I'm like, no, it's a wrap. When you hear about that music, it's a wrap for 2017, because they told us months and months ago, like almost like 5-6 months ago, the music had wrapped up. And the reason why it's a wrap when you talk about the music, unless there's some crazy bugs or things that you have to do, the music is complete when the whole game is complete, because you need to have final boss themes, you need to have mid boss themes, you need to have the ending theme, you need to have all the music, the sound, everything needs to be done. So when they say that the music is complete for the game, the whole game has been completed for the most part, unless they have to add in extra things. But usually that doesn't happen to where they have to bring back whatever music talents that they're using. So they really make sure everything is done in terms of content, in terms of the final bosses, in terms of everything, so they can get the sounds and the music for all of that. So when the music wraps up, that gives you a good indication that things are definitely in the home stretch when it comes to it, because the whole game has been completed. And here is where all the other things come into play, such as the marketing, such as when do you release it, bug fixes, all of that stuff at the end here. And I think they're really squashing those things out. So don't be surprised if we get a release date sometime soon for Project Octopath Traveler on the Nintendo Switch. There's just been this rumored January Nintendo Direct that Nintendo usually always does in January, where they have some type of presentation. And I think that Project Octopath Traveler could be a showcase game for that direct, just because the music is wrapping up here, and then we can finally get the release date and more details on the release as far as physical edition, what's going on, any special editions, stuff like that, all of that good stuff. But based on what I've played with Project Octopath Traveler, this is a very high quality RPG. This is one of the highest quality RPGs that I have played, just based off of the demo that I've played in this current generation, or heck, even the 8th normal vanilla generation. It is really good and addictive. I played that demo for over 10 hours, I think, or right around that time. It is that good, and I think the full game is even going to be better than that, because they took our feedback. They're not just sitting on their laurels and saying, okay, well, we're just going to put out something, you guys are going to play it. They put out that demo, they said, hey, what do you guys want to see? What do you think we can do better? And they applied that feedback. So like I said, don't be surprised if this is a 90+ rated game on the Nintendo Switch. I think it has the potential to be that good. The battle system is simple in design, but can get complex with the kind of pseudo bravely system that they have going there. So I'm really looking forward to checking out this game. This is honestly one of my most anticipated and a very high quality RPG from what I've played. So what do you guys think about Project Octopath Traveler's music wrapping up? Are you guys excited for this title? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs, in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below. Consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.